The job is about 110 meters squared. I measured it. I mean, I did the quote off of Google Maps, and I just used the measuring tool on Google Maps, so it's a bit of an estimate really. And I think I quoted about 8 meters, £8 a square meter. So there you go. I mean, do you think I've quoted enough? Not enough? Here we are, today's job, here with Riley. Come on, Riley. So Riley, here we are on summer holidays. Just finished exams. How did exams go?
Pretty good actually, yeah.
Pretty good. Wow, that's enthusiasm for Riley.
That is.
I'm glad to be working here with your dad today.
Yeah, so excited.
Right, so here we go. It's a nice red roof. I think it's going to come up nice and red. So we'll see how it goes. Most important thing, we first get here, get the bin filling up with water so that the machine is ready to go when I'm ready to go. So we've got that going, and we're just going to finish setting up the scaffolding while that happens. And then by the time we're all set up ready, the bin will be full and we'll be able to crack straight on with it. So there's a couple of awkward little angles at the front here. This lower little section to do as well, and then this little bit at the top on the side, and then at the back it's straight across. So I'm going to start out the front, get all these fiddly bits done, and then the back should be relatively straightforward. Then once all this is done at the front, Riley will have all these gutters to clean out, a bit of tidying up to do. And yeah, that's the plan. Over here. Oh, wow. So I'll just show you this at the bottom of the trigger. So usually what I do to adjust the pressure is I adjust the pressure down on my machine, so I'm not using too much pressure on the roof tiles, and then I can also restrict the flow here just with this little gadget here that I've got in screwed to the bottom of the trigger, and then my hose screwed to the bottom of there. It just allows me to tweak the flow and thus the pressure on the tool a little bit. So here, when I was rinsing down the fascias and everything, I can just turn it down a little bit, so I'm very softly rinsing down the building, not pushing water up into the fascias with a lot of pressure. So I use much softer pressure there. And then round this far side, where I noticed that little bit of roof just on the side of the chimney there, low down, I was able then just to tweak it up, clean those few tiles on the side there, and then turn it down again to carry on rinsing. So it's really useful little gadget there, which means I can just have complete control over the pressure I'm using and just be able to tweak it like that, which is dead handy. So you notice on a roof like this, I don't like to use too much pressure. With the roof cleaning, I use even less pressure so that I'm not damaging the tiles. But what that means is you get some spots, black spots left over, especially the white spots. There's quite a bit of lichen spots on this roof here. So what we do in this case is every roof clean, I also do a biocide treatment. So that will kill off any of those spots left behind. And I recommend that to the customer every 3 or 4 years or so to maintain the roof in good condition. So that's what we're going to do here, get the chemical treatment on and then move round to the back. So Riley, not even 12 o'clock yet, and we've done everything at the front. We've done all the pressure washing of the roof, we've treated it with chemical, we've cleared out the gutters. You've done a good job there.
Thank you.
And we've moved the scaffolding around the back, so we're ready to go at the back. Just gonna have a bit of lunch. And then you've just got a little bit of sweeping up to do out the front here. And we'll give it a wash down as well after you've done that. And then we've just got the back to do. So making good progress so far. Good work.
Yep. Thank you.
And the customer is supplying us with a very nice supply of tea, which is always good. And water.
I'm
for
also,
Riley.
I got water.
There we go. Good job, well done, Riley.
Thank you.
And we squeezed everything in the van except for our little friend, the gutter back here, who has to go on the seat next to us.
Yeah.
So that was a nice job. Turned out really good. The customer was over the moon with the result, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And we got some really good feedback from her, actually. I always try and ask a customer where they got my number from, so I know what advertising works and that kind of thing. But the interesting thing was, this lady said she got my number from the internet. I think she must have found me on YouTube. The job is about 110 meters squared. I measured it. I mean, I did the quote off of Google Maps, and I just used the measuring tool on Google Maps, so it's a bit of an estimate really. And I think I quoted about 8 meters, £8 a square meter. But so there you go. I mean, do you think I've quoted enough? Not enough? I know a lot of guys are quoting around £10 a square meter. I find that's a bit high really for a lot of customers around where I live. I think you'd struggle to get jobs at that kind of price, so I usually quote around 7 or 8, I suppose, depending on the distance, how bad it is, with moss and that kind of thing. But we've done the roof cleaning, we've done the biocide treatment, we've cleared out the gutters, we've done a good job of washing everything below. Riley's even done the windows.
Yep.
So we've done a good job.
Yeah.
Customers over the moon. Can't complain. That's all right, isn't it? It's all right, Riley. Good day's work.
That's good, yeah.
So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Anything else we should say, Riley?
Subscribe.
Classic like and subscribe, Riley. Take care.
Bye.
See you on the next one.
Bye.